Cars are on track in Budapest, and Paddock Update is here to talk you everything from Friday at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Ludo Van Denderen, you're on the ground at Budapest, and looks like McLaren's sneaking ahead. Not too surprising, but McLaren not looking at any competition really this weekend, though, are they?
Well, it looked like today it was a pretty boring. It's going to be a pretty boring race this weekend, a pretty boring qualifying, because McLaren is so much better than the rest. Nobody can even be close with the McLarens. That is no surprise, by the way, on this circuit, where you're going to hardly push your gas. It's going to be a horrible Sunday probably for the rest of the teams if you're not McLaren.
And the Norris side of things, he does look so far just to have the edge on Piastri. Now, I'm going back to Piastri winning the race this time last year, but that was after the strategic issues. I thought Piastri, coming back a year later, has sorted out his tyre wear issues, which seemed to be the final bit that wasn't working for him. But it looks like Norris either has got a specialty at this track or Piastri struggling a little bit. Is that a surprise?
Today was the better driver, but tomorrow is going to be the qualifying. Then it's going to be the pressure on it. And Lando has proven that sometimes he cracks under pressure. It's all going to be decided on Sunday in the first corner. The driver who's going to be ahead. If that's Lando, he's going to win the race. If that's Oscar, that he's going to win the race. Because overtaking is going to be very difficult here on this circuit. If you put your money on something, put your money on a McLaren driver and probably choose the one who's going to be on pole tomorrow. Lando was today perfectly, but tomorrow, who knows what Oscar is going to do.
See, qualifying is always the fun part at Hungary. They say it's Monaco without the walls. There was a person missing from FP1, came back a bit later and then surprised everybody with the speed they were showing. But Fernando Alonso missing. Why was he not at Hungary for FP1, although he did come back and impress in FP2?
Yeah, Alonso had a problem, apparently, with his back. He had it already last week in Spa. So they decided to just skip him for first practice. The idea was to drive in FP2. Fernando drove in FP2. I asked Aston Martin, how's he doing now? Will he be driving tomorrow? And yes, probably he will be driving. So they also made some adjustments in his car that he will sit a little bit better. So bad luck for Drukovic again. This is not the first time that he was thinking of starting Formula One weekend. Probably he'll be on the sidelines again tomorrow.
There was one thing, Ludo, and very much putting you on the spot, but I saw the rumours maybe about Drukovic and the link with Cadillac. Do you know anything from what conversations you've had in the paddock this weekend at all, whereas Drukovic is in line with that seat at all, or is that just wild speculation?
Yeah, that's a good question, because we just came from a press conference where Jack Crawford was. Jack is a Formula 2 driver, American, and I asked him, there are rumors that you're in the mix for Cadillac, and he confirmed that there are talks with him. So, yeah, probably Drukovic is talking also, but it's more probable Jack will be more in contention than Drukovic. We'll see that the next few coming days, weeks probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll be hearing a lot from Cadillac before we get back underway with the summer break coming up. And, well, McLaren looking good. Charles Leclerc looking very good as well, leading Ferrari and seem to be in the top three at the moment. But then going back a bit, Mercedes slipping back. Russell said that Mercedes aren't looking as strong as they have been earlier in the season. But Red Bull really looking completely different. We saw Max Verstappen doing so well on Saturday in particular at Belgium last week. But what a difference 1 week makes, because they don't look like they have any pace, Red Bull. Why are they so slow around here?
Well, Red Bull and Mercedes had a difficult first day. Mercedes had the same problem as it had the last few days. The car is just very difficult to drive. That George Russell was not happy was pretty easy to see, because after the second session, he came out of the box, helmet on, gloves still on, and he just went on to his hospitality with that. And if you're a happy driver, you normally don't do that. Red Bull also was not kind of happy. Helmut Marko left even before the session was over. Max didn't talk to the media unless it's F1 TV. Maggie didn't talk to the media. Pierre Wachet, the technical manager, didn't talk to the media. They were all in a meeting pretty soon to talk about this huge gap over a second to the McLarens. I talked to Jos Verstappen shortly. I said there's a lot of work to do, and he said, well, a little bit. He was kind of cynical on that.
That's not looking good though from this Friday so far. But we all see so much change on Saturday, and I mean the track can change and everything else. So I wouldn't write them off just yet, but yeah, a lot of work to do. I think I agree with you rather than Jos's assessment of that, Ludo. Listen, I'll let you go and see what other bits of information you can get to us. We can talk tomorrow and hear everything after qualifying. We'll see which of those two McLaren drivers is on pole position for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Thank you for everything you brought to us so far, Ludo, and thank you everybody else for watching.